my therapy art, my tiny house, and this is what I do every day lately. And I say whatever I want, whatever comes to my mind, kind of like a therapy session. You can tell you a whole bunch of secrets. I'm just going to explain about a certain idea that I have in my head about like getting into situations where I hear something and then I know that it's false, or I know that that person hasn't experienced the things that I've experienced, and it makes it hard to relate, or them relate to me because of that, because of the things that I can't really explain. I'm trying my hardest to get into the things that I can't really explain and get them out in these videos. Um, I feel like that can be helpful. I feel like having these videos is a release that I need, and um, I've noticed my mood is a little bit more stable and more positive, knowing that I have been able to express my thoughts and feelings. And have some interaction, and also build my YouTube channel at the same time, which is like a win-win situation. Um, but let's get into it. So, in particular, usually when I'm talking to someone one-on-one, it's not as jarring to hear comments or whatever said. It's still jarring, but usually I can be able to explain or talk through something one-on-one, and but in a setting where it's like a presentation, aka mostly church, and the person is addressing the whole group on things that they may or may not have some expertise in. And I'm talking about mainly mental health. Um, I've been in several situations where it's looked down on, taking medication, or or um, even having those feelings be like some kind of sin. And it's a hard falsehood to swallow, and it kind of makes me feel uncomfortable and awkward and scared of judgment, or like what I can contribute to that conversation if I had the chance, that if I would have the ability to go in front of those same people and tell like the complete opposite of what that person just said, would I even be accepted as like a part of the church, or someone that you want to continue worshiping God with? Um, there's a lot of secrets that I keep that I can't even explain. Hallucinations, delusions, paranoia, anxiety, depression, things that I can't really even grasp myself. Um, So that's why I feel like I have to keep these secrets to keep the fellowship. I'm okay. And someone just asked, "Are you okay?" I'm okay. But these therapy sessions, these talks, these videos, these activities, these DIYs, like they help me to not be bottled up. Like I'm just sitting there and thinking, okay, but this and that and those things can happen, do happen, will happen, could happen again. Um so it's nice for me to have kind of like an outlet to, even if it's not to those people that have said those comments and continue to say those comments. It's nice to share. Like a secret can eat you alive, and I'm trying my best to not let it eat me alive and like share in a artfully prepared way. And my ideas over time, continually having problems with my mental health, I have been scarred, and it opened my eyes. Like I have been scarred to the point where I can't even speak of it. So it kind of shows me like we really, really do not know what everyone's minds are capable of, even in situations where you don't find them stressful, but like someone can find those things stressful, like relationships, um like stressors in life, because life gets continually harder over time. You're so beautiful. Don't ever listen to anything someone says. If it is rude, you are smart, brave, beautiful, and you know it. Thank you so much, Lucky Green. Hi, I have something to ask you. Do you use Instagram? Yes, I use Instagram. You can find me. My handle is on my YouTube profile. Um, and I guess I can give some examples of what they aren't seeing or not believing that is possible, or they're believing like only homeless people hallucinate, only drug addicts hallucinate, only alcoholics hallucinate, only people who don't know God hallucinate. Um, I am none of those things. I'm not an alcoholic, I'm not a drug addict, I'm not homeless, I'm not unsaved, but it can still happen. And it's not necessarily a result of sin, it's a result of family genetics, chemicals, stress, relationships, family or friends or boyfriend or whatever. Um, it's a result of multiple different things that can cause the mind to fail. Um, it is similar to a drug trip, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know. It's hard to talk about. It's hard to say these things because when I get so vulnerable that I'm just telling you exactly what happens or what has happened when I'm under psychosis, let's say, then it's out there and it's another thing. Like, if that person who's saying that it's not real or whatever says that, addressing the whole group, and then when I go up there and say, well, it can be real, this is what a hallucination feels like, someone can be standing there who's not real, but your mind makes them real to you, then that's a hallucination and that's a possibility. Or it's like a whole different dimension. So if I had the opportunity to go up and say those things to um, the same group that otherwise was said to them, then I would probably not be accepted in that group. And so it's hard, even on my own personal channel, to say, to act out or to explain or to anything, or say the things that I said then, tell a story, anything like that. It's still in the back of my mind, like, who's gonna watch this? Like, people I know, people I care about and care for their acceptance and opinions. It's like a taboo, or if work gets a hold of this, which hopefully I will not need work after a while, then they will be like, she's crazy. We can't have her working with X, Y, and Z people. So I'm really like living a lie, a secret, even though I'm not experiencing those things at this very moment. It's a proven possibility to experience those things again. And once they happen, you don't really forget. You just kind of like live with it, that it has happened. And then you have to like put up with people saying it's not real. Pretty much different dimensions, different theories, different ideas of people's abilities to hurt you or to hurt other people. In your mind, the theories, I mean, in my mind, in my case, the theories were always so violent or harmful to people and other people, or to me, or to, like, I was kind of just like sitting there letting my mind go wild, not even letting it, it just, like it does it on its own. And some of it is completely fake, but some of it is like, oh, that's a real possibility. And I think a lot of ideas come from just like disbelief of what has transpired before it happened. So those are the secrets I keep, is all of the ideas, hallucinations, paranoia, physical changes, like the whole world changes in a different dimension. And I'm not kidding. And people question like my choices in life, is like, well, this is like the best I can do. Like, I'm I was struggling, I'm still struggling. Your relationships struggle, your friendships struggle, your family struggles. When you're sick, when you have an illness that is possible, not made up. Um, yeah, it's like comparing pictures. Like, one picture has a set of things and the other picture doesn't, and you have to like figure out what's missing, what's there. It's like a puzzle, like you're going through. When it's happening, it's like you can't really tell like what is true. Your trust in your judgment, your trust in other people is pretty much shot. And so it's hard to cope. You feel like you're dying. You feel like you're already dead. It's like you're dead to reality and alive in a whole nother dimension. Um, and I slept a lot when those things were happening, because that's basically the only way to escape it. And then, even then, you have dreams, but yeah, it's like you're dreaming, but you're awake when you're under the influence of mental illness. So, yeah, nothing, I guess, um, but yeah, like, I've had 5 episodes so far. They call them episodes, but it's really a long, hard break in recovery. And sometimes I think that I would even want to go back to a hospital one more time, or be able to hallucinate certain loved ones that I really miss. But I know that's not healthy. Your mind, when it's breaking like that, like there's a possibility of just dying. So I'm trying to maintain my mental health and not die. Let's not die. Not yet, anyways. So yeah, I have a lot of secrets. Some that I can't even say. Can't even describe. Unbelievable. I'm new sub. Yay, thank you for subbing. But I'm sure over time I'll be so open and be able to express some of the things that I have experienced. But right now, I just can't. I don't have the confidence and I don't have the ability and the mental capacity to go through it in stories again right now. So I will leave you with the gist of it, with what I've said so far, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.